Hey guys, I'm back from Breyerfest. I bought more horses than I did last year, and I actually brought them all in my suitcase except for two, but my suitcase had so much overweight that I had to put out some of my clothing. So my clothing has to be shipped back to me to Germany, but I got all my models except for two. So yeah, I figured I should just do my Breyerfest haul video, because a lot of people ask me to do it, and I'm of course doing it again because it's the most fun to show you what I got and to make you jealous. These are all the models I got. I kind of tried to organize them again just like last year, and we have on top 3 micro minis from Maggie Bennett. Then we have a Copperfox, solid white as a body as well. Then we have 3 models that I got in advance that stayed at Gabby's house. Then I have all my Breyerfest special runs. I actually got 2 Pegasus, so one is still in box and one is unpacked. Then I have my 4 Ninja Pit models that I bought in the Ninja Pit on Friday. And then I have all of these which I bought in the Clarion room sales. And since I bought more horses than last year, and my last year's haul video was 30 minutes long, I will just start showing every horse separately. So yeah, without further ado, let's get started. I also got this lovely name tag from Kylie, aka Studio Thornrose, on Instagram. She's honestly the nicest person in the whole world and my favorite person ever. But yeah, I got this name tag, and it's with a magnet so it doesn't destroy your t-shirt or anything. It's pretty strong and I absolutely love it. So yeah, and she drew this by herself, if you don't know her, and this as well, because this is her logo. Okay, so let's start over with this guy. It's the second release on the Wyatt mold. I don't know his name, I forgot about it, but I got him in November last year. Gabby picked him up for me in November last year. So yeah, he actually stayed at her house for a while, and I really do like him, and I actually just bought him because I wanted that mold, because it was like the first regular run. And now there is the other one, the Chestnut. I'm so bad at Breyer names on this mold, and the Breyerfest special run, which I got as well. So I'm not quite sure if I want to keep him, because I'm just very tempted to customize one of these guys. Then we have this guy, which is a flagship special run, kinda. Gabby picked him up for me as well, and I wanted him for a long time since the first picture were released, and I absolutely love this guy. I love the color, I love the mapping. It's just kind of weird that he doesn't have any spots on his belly, but whatever, Breyer is kind of cheap. Then I got Forever Sage. I think I got her from Shane on Instagram, and she came with the original packing, the original box, the certification and stuff like that. And I wasn't quite sure if I would like her in person, because I haven't seen her since she came out in person. So it was the first time I ever saw her in person. And I think that mold is actually pretty cute. And I think just the color doesn't really fit the mold, because it makes the neck look very, very, very long. So yeah, but I've seen a repaint on this guy, on the skull. And it actually looks so much better. And I really do like the mapping of this guy. It's just amazing. It's so detailed. But mine isn't definitely the best painted one, because just the dorsal stripe isn't really straight. It ends here. So yeah, but whatever. I just like her a lot, and I'm glad I have her in my collection. Okay, so let's move on to my bodies. I really wanted a Copperfox, since they posted that they will sell white ones to customize and paint at Breyerfest, and I wasn't quite sure if I want to get this guy, this Welsh Cup, I don't know the mold name, or Finnegan, which is I think the Irish sport horse. So yeah, but they opened their room at the Clarion, I think on Friday, or it was on Thursday, I'm not quite sure, and they were sold out so freaking fast, you have no idea. I know so many people who wanted the Copperfox model but didn't get the chance, because they literally sold out after 30 minutes. So that was pretty crazy. So when I went in that room on that night, because I think they opened on like afternoonish, and I went in that room on the evening, there were 3 of this guy left, and then I think 2 more white ones and not a single normal painted one. So that was pretty crazy. So I bought this guy, and they kinda, so this way I didn't have to choose anymore which solid one I wanted to buy, and I'm pretty happy with this one. And Malia got another one of him, and then there was a lady who bought the last one. So literally we bought the last Copperfox model in that room, so I'm pretty happy I got one. And it's actually, as you can see, a painted one, or it was a painted one once, and maybe it wasn't like good enough, or it had any flaws or whatever, so they just sprayed like primer over it. So yeah, but I'm pretty happy about him, and I don't know what color I should paint him yet. I really wanted to go for an Appalooser, cause they exist British spotted horse, I think that's what it's called, but maybe another color would fit him way better, but I don't know. And he actually came with this like magazine thing, which kind of describes Copperfox and the models. And of course I met Becky in the room as well, because she sold them there. And first of all, I love her accent so freaking much, and second of all, she's so nice. I talked to her, she's just the nicest person ever. And yeah, so you can like see all the current Copperfox models in here, and how limited they are, how much they are, how big they are, and stuff like that. And I actually didn't know a lot about the Copperfox models, and I'm actually surprised that they have some portrait models already of a few of the models, so that's pretty cool. So yeah, definitely check them out. And then I got these 3 micro minis, and I actually didn't plan on buying any resins, but we stopped by her booth at the Cover Arena, or whatever it's called, at Breyerfest, and Malia kinda made me buy them. Like, she tempted me, I don't know. It's just, and these are the second-hand ones, so she had like a box there with like second-hand micro minis, and they were 15 each, and they aren't too bad. I was like looking for the best ones I could find in there, and some of them were like super bad, and some of them were like in pretty good condition. And my camera can't focus on this little guy, but he has like a lot of work to do still, but he's just the cutest. And then I have this Arabian Mare, I think that's what it is. She's so detailed, and I like her a lot. So I got each of them for 15. And I got the full for 10, because I kind of negotiated the price, because it was like, it's like 15 for these, and this one is like so much smaller, so couldn't we just do 10 for him? So she agreed to that, so I paid 40 for all of them, and this one is my favorite of all. They are just so tiny, so my camera can't focus on them, but the details on this one is just amazing. I love the mane, I love the tail, I love all the muscles, all of the details. It's just freaking amazing, and I can't wait to paint them. Okay, so let's move on to my Breyerfest special runs. I got a lot this year. I had 3 special run tickets, so I got 6 special runs, and this is just the program, and I have the programs of the last 3 years now. So yeah, and these are the auction models, so in case you haven't seen the program yet. So I got 2 celebration models, and I will keep one in the box, which is kind of damaged because I had to bring it in my suitcase, and there was like a lot of pressure. But anyways, it will probably stay in the box. And that's actually the more prettier one. It has like a lot of nice gray shadings, and it's just kind of darker than this one. So I unpacked this one, or Gabby did for me, and I will most definitely customize this. I'm not a big fan of this model. I know a lot of people hate him, I know a lot of people love him. I mean, the celebration horse couldn't even come to Breyerfest this year, so I don't even know what the real horse looks like in person. But I don't know, I like the mold this way, without the legs. Because I don't know why, but I feel like the movement just looks kind of odd to me, and I don't like it, and I don't like the tail at all. I don't really like long tails, and if this tail would be straight, it would be lying on the ground, and that's not how the real horse has it, so I don't like that at all. But the hat is really cute. I really do like the hat. the face, the mouth, the ears, and it's just pretty cute. But yeah, I will probably customize it, but I don't know what to do with it yet. Why couldn't you focus on the face camera? This pretty eye, even though the eye is like completely golden. I don't know that exist in real life at all, but yeah. Okay, so with my first Breyerfest special run ticket, I got this mare in full set and a surprise model. And I actually wanted to get the surprise model and the Pegasus first, but it sold out like 5 people before me, and I wasn't that far back in line. But anyway, so I got these instead, and I really do like them. They are the first kind of regular runs or whatever on these molds, so I really do like the mare. It has such a pretty face and character, and the whole movement, I just like it a lot. And the foal is pretty cute as well, but I'm kind of disappointed in the mare's color, because they were so much lighter in the pictures Breyer posted. So she was like actually done, but for me she's like more of a bay now. I don't know, it's just really odd. And the thing is that I don't even know where it was. I think it was here, that Breyer sprayed like her done color over the black color. Like, I don't know if you can see it, but it looks kind of green. So they did that on some areas. I don't know why, because the black mixed with the dun color make it look like greenish. So on some areas this horse actually looks kind of greenish. I don't know, just like here, whatever. But they are pretty cute, and I'm really happy I got them. Then I got Booze Man on the white mold, and this guy is so pretty. It was the last special run I got on Sunday, and I actually had to return mine because it had like a super big rub over here, and I'm pretty happy that they exchanged that, because I didn't know what to do with like a model with a pretty big rub. I couldn't do anything with him, but he's very pretty. I like his color. I was hoping that he would be more white on his neck kinda, so that would make him look more like a round, but it kinda ends on the shoulder for whatever reason. But I really do like the eyes. They are pretty blue, and I don't know if you can see it, but they are super pretty, and I like them a lot. And I just like this mold overall. So this is my second model on this mold. And then I got 2 Pegasus, and I was so worried that I wouldn't get one because they sold out so fast. You have no idea. They sold out within the first 50 persons, because they didn't give out more than 50 of these for each hour. So Gabby had to get me one because she got her one, and then she was early in line, so she got me one. But I actually ended up being second in special run line on Sunday, which never ever happened to me before. It was so weird to have like this empty floor in front of you, if you know what I'm talking about, if you ever like got special runs at Breyerfest. But yeah, that's why I got another one in this box, which I don't unpack because I will sell it in Germany for someone, because they were like pretty rare, so even a lot of people in America didn't get them. So yeah, and these are the wings. I still don't know if I really want to put them in there, maybe for a show, because I'm just afraid it will cause some rubs on the model, because that happened to my other Pegasus. So yeah, but it's so freaking pretty. I'm so overwhelmed by this lady. I was so afraid at first that they wouldn't like paint her properly, but it's like a sticker on there. So yeah, but the second one I got, actually I had to return it because the sticker was like all like weird, and you could feel it on the surface and just looked gross. So I returned it, but this lady like told me I should be happy with the model I had, because it was like one of the best ones she saw, and I was like, excuse me, I already got one and it's like in perfect condition. So luckily she could return it because it was on Sunday and there were like 5 Pegasus left. So she got me one. She was like, this is one of the last 5, so if this one isn't looking good, you won't get another one, but it's in that box. So yeah, I'm not gonna unpack it because it's for sale and I don't want to, you know, get drops on it or whatever. So yeah, and actually the first thing I realized is that this thing is a nothing. it's a nothing. I don't know what Breyer did with this poor guy, but it's a nothing. Like, why didn't you, like, why couldn't you keep it a stallion? What's the problem? So, I mean, okay, make it a mare, but this isn't even a mare. This is just someone trying to Dremel his golden things away. It's just, what did you do? It's just so horrible. Like, you could actually like see how someone like Dremeled it away and they didn't like sculpt it properly over it or whatever. So, oh my god, that looks so weird. But I don't know, Breyer, what did you do? It's just, it makes me sad. But I overall love this guy. I love the markings on the face, and it's so different and so unique, and it's like super matte, if you can't tell from the filming yet. But it's super matte. It doesn't have like the original Breyer finish. It's just super matte, and it like feels different as well. Absolutely love this guy. Okay, so let's move on to my surprise special runs. I got 3, just like I said earlier, and I actually only liked this guy, and I got him with my first ticket, so I was super happy about that. So I didn't have to trade or try or like wait for my other special run tickets, and it's just the prettiest one of them all. Like, that's my personal opinion, but I like him a lot. I just don't like that the stripes are so straight and they don't look naturally, because they are just like too perfect or whatever. So yeah, but I just like this mold, this color. It's so pretty, and I would like to have him on glossy, but whatever. I got him on matte, so I'm pretty happy about that. So this is the second surprise model I got, and I actually planned to get the other 2 surprise models for selling them, because I didn't like any other of the colors. And I don't like the Palominos at all. I'm glad I didn't get one, because I feel like it just looks so much like the Lionheart. And yeah, I don't really like this guy either. I don't really like the mapping, so he will be for sale in Germany as well. And I haven't really seen him. I haven't really looked at him, to be honest. Because he have been unwrapped like the whole time, because I planned on selling them. So he has been out of his bubble wrap for the first time kinda now. And he will go back in his bubble wrap after this video. And last but not least, I got the Decorator. Honestly, when I first saw this model, I was like, this is so ugly, I will never ever want him. And he turned out to be the most rarest, and Gabby had the hardest time to get him to complete her set. And I got him with my last special run ticket. And he is like, I forgot how you call it, but he's like kind of transparent, so you can actually look through him. You can see like the bubbles of the mold in his legs and stuff like that. I don't know if you can see it. And you actually can see like how the mold was made, because here you can see that it was made out of 2 halves. And if you hold him against the light, you can see through him, and that's pretty epic if you ask me, because I never owned one of these translucent, I think that's what you called, models, and I don't know, I feel like I have like a kind of love-hate relationship with this model, so I don't know if I like him or if I hate him, but I think I will even keep him, because he's just so special, and I got him at Breyerfest, and one of the most rarest models I own now, because I think there are 349 of him out there, and that's even rarer than like all of the connoisseur models I have. So I don't really know. What do you think of this guy? I really like how Breyer painted him, like the whole things on his body. So I don't know, tell me in the comments what you think about this guy, if you like him or hate him, because I'm not quite sure if I like him or hate him, and if I want to keep him or sell him. Okay, so let's move on to my Ninja Pit models. I got some pretty cool models, and a lot of people complained about how people behaved in the Ninja Pit this year, because they were like pretty rude. And I'm just very sorry, because I was pretty rude as well, because I pushed a lot of people, and yeah, a lot of people who were in there were like, sorry if they touched or pushed someone, but I was just so busy and so focused, so I was just grabbing, pushing or whatever. So yeah, but that's kind of normal in the Ninja Pit, because everyone wants to get like the best models, and like you don't come first in the Ninja Pit if you like act normally or act friendly, so yeah, but whatever. This is Quarter Flash. It's a connoisseur from whatever, and they are 350 made. I don't know why my camera has the hardest time ever to focus on him. Focus, please. But he doesn't even have like signed hooves, because they usually have signed hoof, which of the 350 models the individual model is, but whatever. He's really nice. I love his mapping. I love its color, and I'm just very happy with how he looks, with what he looks and stuff, and I can't even talk anymore. And then I got this silver, which I don't even know. I think it's Writhing Phoenix, and they are signed, like they are not hand signed. I think it's a stamp or something. But there were a lot of these guys in the pit, and actually a girl on Instagram who was in front of us in the Ninja Plat line grabbed him for me and held him in the air, and she was like, "Vincent, do you have this one?" And it was like, "No, I don't." So she gave me the model, and then I found like 3 more, or I found way more, but I grabbed 2 more, so I had like 3 at the end and could choose between the best one. But to be honest, they all were pretty bad, because they all had like a ton of rubs, and I don't know if you can see it, but he has like a ton of rubs as well, like on here. But he only has like rubs on his white markings, which is pretty good, because I just can easily like fix that. But yeah, he isn't just in the best condition, but I'm pretty happy because I got him really cheap in the pit. And he actually comes with a base if you like buy him normally, but he didn't come with a base in the pit. But I needed him for my Conqueror, so yay. And then I got Orion for $45, which is like a normal traditional price, but he is a web special from, what does it say, 2015, I think? Yep. Yeah, I really do like this guy. I really liked the mold, and I actually didn't really plan on getting him in a Breyerfest. I just wanted to look, cause I don't like his eyes at all. The normal eyes are super red, but this guy doesn't have red eyes at all. So I don't know if this is like a sample or whatever, but this mold is just like made for me, because I didn't want to buy one with these red eyes. So I was hoping to find one that has like kind of more faded eyes, like whatever. But if you know this model, if you have him, like you know how red his eyes, like the area around his eyes are, because they are like actually pretty red. It looks like he would be on drugs, but this one is so pretty because his eyes aren't red at all. So I'm super happy to get him because he's just so pretty. Okay, so last but not least, I got Fortissimo in the pit. Or to be honest, Gabby's mom got me Fortissimo because she knew that I liked him a lot. So since like after the Ninja Pit was like open for 20 minutes and like everything was like pretty quiet now, and like everyone got its models and stuff like that, one of the Breyer staff grabbed a bag from outside of the pit and put it back on the table, because they're like boxes full of horses and bubble wrap, and he kind of fell out of the box, so no one could like see him or grab him because he was laying outside of the shop the whole time. So Gabby's mom saw that and picked up the model he like picked up from the ground, and it was Fortissimo. And I'm actually quite surprised that he isn't like damaged at all, because he like fell out of the box from the table, which is actually pretty high, to the ground. I mean, he was in bubble wrap, but he still wasn't that great wrapped. And yeah, in the pit there aren't like connoisseurs that have numbers under their feet, just like Quarter Flash, but this guy is the 156th model of 350, and I absolutely love him. I got him for $120. And if you know this model, you know that he is actually like sold for $550, so it's like a dream come true. And there was one lady at the pit who like saw that I got Quarter Flash, and she was like, excuse me, could I just like show one of my friends him just like real quick? And she was like, I won't like grab and run away, I just want to show her how cheap he is. And so she got the model, and her friend was just like standing next to her, and she was like, look at that price. and I was so happy, and I was like, yeah, that's my model. And Gabby was like pretty pissed, I think, at first that her mom like gave me Fortissimo, because she doesn't have him either, but she got some really awesome models as well. So yeah, he's so nice. I love his doubles. I love his mapping. The only thing is that he has like a lot of rubs. I don't know if that is caused by the fall out of the box, or if he had that already. I don't know if you can see it. He has just like the mane is like white, and the tip of the ears are white, and he does have some rubs on his face kinda, but they are just all easy to fix because they are just black, like the tip of his ears and stuff. So whatever, I'm not complaining because he was just that cheap. I never thought that I would ever own one of these pretty horses. Okay, so move on to my Clarion models. This is the first model I got, I think, at the Clarion, and he was $20. It was $20. This is like a $60 horse or whatever, and this is the Black Beauty on the silver mold, and I didn't see a single one at Breyerfest last year, so I was like super happy when I found him in that one room, but none of the horses had a price tag, and that's already like a bad sign because they are usually quite expensive. So I asked her for the price, and she was like thinking for literally like 30 seconds, and then she was like, $20, let's say $20, and I was like, I'm gonna take him. So when she was about to get me a bag, I was asking Breyer and Jocelyn, because they were with me in that room, I was like, did she just say $20? Because it's just so cheap. So yeah, I got him for $20. I'm pretty happy about that. Then I got this girl on the lady face mold. I think it's a flagship model. I think her name is Solera or something like that. I don't know, but she's like actually a regular one, but a ton of people were selling her for like $80 new in box at the Clarion. I was like, I'm not gonna spend that much on this model because I just wanted her for my collection. It's not like the prettiest horse on earth. So yeah, but I found her in one room for 50, and I could talk the lady down to 40. So yeah, I got her for 40, and a decent price for her, and I like that lady face with the flipping tail, just like Sprinkless. So yeah, I'm happy I got her. Then I got this set of the Appaloosa family with Sprinkless, the mare. Why don't you focus on them, camera? The foal, which is on the Amber mold, I think, and the Stallion, which is on the Zip and Pine bar mold. And this is actually the last guy I needed for my Zip and Pine conger, so I have like all Zip and Pine with an Appaloosa coat now, and he's just very pretty. And they actually all came in their original packing, and I got them in the run room for, I think, 85, and I think they were actually marked as 95, but I could take her down like the $10, and they are just so pretty. And just like I said, they came in the original box with the original bubble wrap, with like perfect for their heads and stuff like that, and the box, they fit like perfectly in the box, but I couldn't take the box with me home to Germany, so they are flawless. And she actually told me that they never like made it out of the box ever. They were like never standing in her shelf, they were like in the box the whole time. She just unpacked them once to make sure they are good. So this is actually the prettiest strapless I've seen in my life, because I've seen a lot of them last year at Breyerfest, and I'm glad I didn't buy one because I just got them all in the set so cheap. So yeah, she's very pretty, and I wanted her for a long time, and she actually has super detailed eyes. I don't know if you can see it, but they are even more detailed than any of the connoisseur's eyes, so that's pretty cool. So that's why I like her so much. Then I got Wanderlust, and I wanted him for a very long time. He came with his bag, with the certification card. Focus, please, camera. Why don't you focus? And I got him for $225. And this is actually the most expensive horse I bought at Breyerfest, but he's so worth it because I wanted him for a very long time, and he actually was marked at $30, but for some reason this room had already on Thursday like 20% off of everything, so he was $225. And there was another girl in that room, who grabbed him first, and I was like, dang it. And she actually bought him, and I was pretty mad. And then I realized they do have another one in that room, like when I was standing there, so I grabbed the other one and looked at it, and it was perfect as well. So we bought both of the Wanderlust in 1 minute, and he's actually perfect except for like I think 2 black dots over here, but except for that he's perfect, and he's so gorgeous because he's like kind of semi-glossy, I guess you can tell by the video, and that's make his color pop out so much. And I don't know, I just like him a lot. I like his face. I'm not a big fan of the mold, but this color suits this mold so good. And then I got Charlie at the Clarion as well, with the original box and certification and stuff like that. And I didn't actually like her in the pictures because I'm not really into vintage. But Gabby has her at her house, so I looked at her in person before Breyerfest, and I was like, dang, this girl is so pretty, and it doesn't really look that vintage at all. So I really wanted to get one at Breyerfest, because I actually planned to get Sheila the special run for Breyerfest, because I just wanted one on this mold. But the Appaloosa is just way better for my collection, so yeah, I was looking for one forever at the Clarion, and there were like so many, but I wanted to like not pay that much, because she was originally I think 125, so a lot of the ones at the Clarion were like 200 and didn't want to pay that. So I actually wanted to wait until Sunday to like talk people down on the price or whatever. But when I went to the Clarion on Saturday, they were all sold. They were all sold except for like 2. So one was 175 and the other one was at the swap meet, and I think it was 180 or something, or 190. So yeah, I actually want to come back to get her in that one room the other day, but then I decided while I was in the car, I was like, okay, I'm gonna run real quick back to that room and get her for 175. And when I entered that room, a lady had her in her hand. I was like, oh my gosh, did you buy it? And she was like, yeah, just pay it. So I was like, dang it. So I was like so frustrated and stuff. But on Sunday, I think it was on Sunday, and I found her in one of the rooms, because they had like a bunch of the vintage ones still in box. So we're like standing against the wall and you just could see the front of the box. And then I saw Charlie, so I unpacked her and looked at her and bought her right away for 150. That was pretty good. So I guess like a lot of people just didn't see it, because they were like actually all sold. And she has one rub on her roof, a white one, if my camera would be focusing. And yeah, but that could be like easy. That's an easy fix, so whatever. But she has like this weird stuff going on her leg as well. If my camera would focus again, it looks like someone just like pushed a brush in this way and didn't paint the spots, but whatever. I really like that I got her, and I got her for that cheap, because I was about to buy one for 175 and I ended up getting one for 150. And this mold is just so pretty, and I think it's one of my new favorite molds now. Love it. Last but not least, I got this big guy, and this is one of the molds that Breyer didn't really use that often, I feel like. I saw someone in the room which was new in box for 70, and I tried to talk her down, but she didn't want to negotiate the price at all. So I was like, okay, well then I'm not gonna pay it. So like literally 5 rooms further from that room, I saw this one out of box, and he was 35. So I was just gonna buy him for 35. I didn't even negotiate the price. So he's like very pretty. I like him a lot. I didn't see, I think, a single one last year at Breyerfest, and I just feel like he's so cool, because there's a mold which is in classic size, which looks just like it, but this is the traditional size, and he's actually pretty big. He's, I think, a little bigger than the other traditionals. Let me just show you. Okay, this one looks very big. Like, he's pretty huge. And he actually came like in my suitcase because of the pressure. You probably saw it on Instagram. This legs just bended all the way in, and I was like super shocked, but I could fix it with a hairdryer easily, so he's now perfect again, and I'm glad he's in my collection. Okay, so this is obviously an addition to my other video because there's a different background and stuff. But these are the two models which I left at Gabby's house, but they came in the other day, so they came in before I could publish my whole video. So these are the two models I also got. This one is from 2015, I think, and I'm actually not really into vintage ones, but his mapping is so freaking gorgeous. His color is so gorgeous. I like him a lot, and he came new in box, and Gabby got him for me for 20 bucks on Thursday morning. And this one is actually my first Breyerfest purchase. He was $5 new in box in this one room, so I just couldn't resist, and I was like, whatever. And as you can see, like the saddle and the other stuff is like still packed, so he's brand new. And yeah, I don't really like vintage too much, but these two guys were just too cute to not buy them. And I actually also got Paper, I think that's what his name is pronounced. He's the diorama contest model, which I won, but I sold him already because I didn't really like him that much. I didn't really like the mold, so I got a ton of money for him, so I could pay my fly to Breyerfest next year with that money. So there's a big chance for me to go to Breyerfest again next year. So yeah, that's it for this whole video. I hope you liked it. If you did, make sure to give it a thumbs up. Comment down below which one is your favorite model of all the models I got. Or if you went to Breyerfest, which one is the favorite you got? And if you made a whole video, let me know in the comments below so I can watch them as well and get jealous as well, just like you are probably now. But anyways, if you're new to this channel, subscribe to my channel to see more model horse related videos. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I love you all a lot, and I will see you very soon. Bye!